I'm streaming.
Oh.
Hey there, welcome to Hangout and Art. This is a live stream with a live audience. I'm just popped on today. Happy 4th of July. Hey Dorothy. I thought I'd do a short stream talking about the deco foil. Hey Lynn. I know several people ran out and got the deco foil. Hey Shauna, Lynn, Dorothy, and I hadn't tested it out yet and I hadn't finished watching the video. So I didn't know that on there they used a laminator. But I have found out in the meantime, you don't have to have a laminator. It's probably the easiest way to use it, but there are other techniques you can use. So we'll wait around for a few minutes and see who comes in. I'm just getting set up here. What's everybody doing today on the 4th of July? I've been out. I've got my ribs are going. Ran to the grocery store. We're just going to have a relaxing day here, a barbecue. Hey, Joycey, you've got house care today. Oh, that sounds good. Shauna's going to stream sometime later. That'll be fun. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Sandra, I want to DM you. I leave, I get into New Jersey on Sunday, so I don't know what your schedule's like next week, but I'll DM you and maybe we could meet up for lunch or something. I need to check where I'm staying. Do you remember the town we're staying in, Doug?
The what?
Where we're staying in New Jersey?
Yeah, the residence in Somerset.
Residence in Somerset.
It's one of the whole city.
Okay. Where's the rink? You don't know what town the rink is?
I have it upstairs.
Oh, okay. I have it too. I don't have it. So. Okay, so I'll DM you and let you know. So. Okay, what transfer gel am I using? Okay. This is the Deco Foil transfer gel. Hey, Lori. Okay, and what I found out after I finished watching the video, which I didn't watch the whole video before I got it, when on Scrap Time video, when she uses it, she does use a laminator, and that's probably the quickest and the easiest way to do it. But it's not the only way you can do it. I did this transfer yesterday. I put the transfer gel kind of thick through a stencil, let it dry, and I was able to put the foil on top and rub over it. It was kind of a pain. I had to burnish it for a while, but it did work. Today I want to try putting it through the die cut machine. And I saw on Twitter, Eileen put hers through her die cut machine and it worked really good. So we'll try that while I'm here. And then I also, kind of by accident, I got some of the gel on my paper. Hey, Janet. And I put some of the foil down while it was wet, and it stuck. So I did put gel through a stencil, but it was kind of thick. And then I pressed paper onto it, let it dry overnight, pulled it off, and it sticks. What I'm going to try to do today is do a thin coat, so it doesn't. If it's too thick, you don't get the outline of the stencil. So we'll try those two things today. I'll put it through my die cut machine, and then we'll try like just brushing a really thin coat on, put the foil on, let it dry, and see if it'll pull off. So you don't have to have a laminator to get a good, to get the foil on good. It just depends how much time you want to take and how easy, if you have a die cut machine or not. I'll probably end up getting a laminator too, just because it is easy. Hold on. Jack, get out of there. No. No. Get over here. Jack. Go. Out. Out. Go upstairs. Bad dog. Bad. Go on. Go. 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 Up. Up, 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 up. Kevin! Get down here and get the trash. Jack just got into the food. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that interruption. Okay, all right. So where was I? Okay, so today we're going to try using the Deco Art Deco Foil with the die cut machine, and then putting a thin layer on with the stencil and then letting it dry, and both those techniques should work. Now, Jack better not have eaten the steaks. Jack ate the old McDonald's. Well, he got into the trash. He got into the garbage, Kevin, and that stuff should be put away. Well, put it away if you don't want me talking about it. Okay, so how's everybody today? Oh, how'd you watch Rocket Man? Is it out already? I thought it was just in the theaters, Eileen. Was that on your special channel you have? Yeah, Jack's always hungry, Lori. He's he's a lab. Oh, shame on you, Eileen. Yeah, my son saw it. He liked it. He said the music was really good. Okay, hopefully there's no more interruptions. Okay, you know what? There's going to be one more interruption. I need to run upstairs and take the ribs out of the oven. I just heard the buzzer go off, so I will be right back, and then we'll get started with the Deco Foil. Okay, now I'm back. Sorry about that. All right, let's see what I missed. Hey, Janet, Devin, AJ, Elaine, anybody else I might have missed while I was gone or yelling at the dog? Okay, so Eileen, have you done any more of the foils with your die cut machine? Hopefully it consistently turns out good. You won't be getting any, Janet. It's actually it's working. I mean, it's up to, you know, there's I hadn't tried it yet when I started talking about it, and I hadn't finished watching the video. So I didn't realize that when she did it on the video, she was using a laminator. But what I did find out last night is you don't have to have a laminator to use it. You can let it dry, put the foil on, and burnish it. And this is what I came up with last night, which is kind of cool. If you use the laminator, it's quicker. It's easier because you don't have to sit there burnishing it, and you get a, you know, it's not like a shabby chic look. All the foil comes off. That said, you can also use your die cut machine, which when I was reading last night, it actually says on the pen to put it through a laminator or your die cutter. And then I was also playing around last night, and you can put a thin layer of the gel on while it's still wet, put the foil on top, let it dry, and it sticks. And that comes off with a pretty nice thing. So it's just some stuff I was going to try. Sorry that people ran out and bought it before I actually tried it out and showed it. But let's try a few things today and see what else we can do with it. Hey, Dar. Hey, Joan. Okay. All right, so I've got my cuddle bug. Let's see what we can do. So I'll need to make a sandwich. Eileen, what did you use to make your sandwich? Let me get my plates out. Okay, so I've got my plates. Let's see, I've got a white plate. I use the base plate, the clear plate, cardstock folder, the gel, the foil, then another clear plate. Okay, let me see what I have and see what we can do. All right, let's get as much of this on here as I can. Okay. Okay, base plate. Clear page. Clear plate. Cardstock folder. What's this? Here's a pad. Do you think I should? All right, let's see what we've got here. All right, so I've got 2 clear plates. And then let me get a piece of foil. Oh, perfect. That should fit right through there. So put the foil on. Put another folded piece of cardstock and put the card and foil in the middle. Okay. Oh, folded, not folder. Okay. Okay, so put the cardstock and the foil in the folder. Put that on here. And then put the clear plate on top and then another clear plate. Okay. All right. And here we go. I don't know if this isn't, I may have to put something else in here. It's not really pressing. Okay. So I need, let's do this. Okay, let's see if this works. It's still going through pretty. All right, let me get another piece of cardboard. Or let me just try this mat with the cardboard and see if that works. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I put this, this is pretty heavy cardboard. Hopefully, let's see. Okay. All right. How do I get it to go through? Okay, now is that too thick? I don't have a B plate. This is all I have, Sandra. All right. Let's take. That's 2. Let's just keep adding stuff in here till it catches. Here we go. I don't have a C plate. Okay, it's kind of going. It has to be harder. Was yours pretty tight going in there? Well, I have a white plate. That's the A. That's the B. Oh, you know what? I don't have a C plate. I have 2 B plates and this. I got 2 B's and an A. 2 A's, or an A, 2 B, and 2 B's. I didn't get a C. All right, see, that's too thin. All right. All right, I'm going to take the cardstock out. I'm just going to do this. And this. And this. And this. Okay. Now, if I could jam this through, can I just jam it through? It won't catch. Used your big shot, ran it through one. See, I just have this little Cricut thing. And I can't. I need to find the right depth. Well, here, let's just use a couple. Here, let's just use some. Okay, don't force it. I'll break it. Okay. Let's just load it up with cardstock. Okay, here we go. Oops. Okay, let's see. All right, so maybe Sandra, I will be careful. Okay. And there we go. Can you tell I'm not a die cut person? Okay. So if it's going to work, yep, I think it worked. I'm hoping it worked. We'll see if it worked. It worked. All right. I know you have more experience than I do, Janet, but so it does work. It does work with the die cut machine. Okay, so it works with the die cut machine. So when you put your paste on, make sure you put an even amount of paste. Mine was not even, but it did catch. That's why it would be good if I could figure out how to do it with this mat. I think the mat would be good to get it into the crevices more. I know, Janet, I'm finding that out too. Here. I just feel like if you could have that rubbery thing in there, it would help. That didn't work. This was what. Okay. All right, here's my jerry-rigged one. Let's see. Goes here. All right, so I'll have to play around with this and see what works. But it does work with your die cut machine. And Eileen, if you look on Twitter, she got some really nice presses where the foil came out really thick. I like how this turned out. That was my stencil. So, all right, we're gonna try one more thing. So I felt really bad yesterday looking at all the tweets because everybody had gone out, they got the deco foil, then they're like, oh, now we have to buy a laminator. Well, you know, you can always take it back. You know, you don't have to buy the laminator. I may get a laminator because after seeing how it works, it is really easy. But if I can get the die cut to work, then that's fine too. And the other thing was I wanted to be able to do it on, you know, big pieces of paper, not just what you could put through the laminator. So I'm glad I got it. I'm happy with the deco foil because you can also use it. It's a good resist too. I do know it works as a resist, so I will also be using it for that. But here's the other thing I tried last night. And I want to do it again today and get like a nice even coat through my stencil. Okay, I have a big shopper. 12 by 12. Oh, okay. Oh, see, I just have that little die cut because I just got a little one because I don't use it a whole lot. So do you think I need Sandra and Eileen and Joan? Do you think I need to Get a C plate. Should I order a C plate? You think that'll help? I mean, if I need one, I'll get one. Yeah, right, Janet. Get a C plate, yeah. Yeah. Don't order it, might have an extra. Oh, okay, Sandra. Okay. Okay, because then I'll use it more. Then I don't have to sit there like stuffing my embossing folders and everything in there. So okay. All right. So here's the other one I want to try. I want to try painting a thin coat of the deco foil onto the paper and then putting the deco foil on while it's damp and let it dry. Because when I did it last night, it stuck and it stuck really smooth. I don't know if you were here earlier. Where is it? Okay, I had smashed some foil down over here and I saw, oh, it's stuck and it's stuck smooth while it was wet. So I did a stencil, but I put too much deco foil in the stencil, so I lost the outline of the stencil. But I left it overnight and it did take. It's not coming off. So I'm going to try and just paint a thin, even layer of the deco foil on, put the foil over and let it dry and then see what happens. So at least that way, if you do have the deco foil, you don't have to buy a laminator. That being said, the laminator, if you're going to use it a lot, I think it's the easiest way to do it. But if you have a die cutting machine, you can use that. No, but I will do that. I have one more thing of dry gel, and I'll try the distress inks on it. They should wipe right off. Okay, let me do this first. So just like a nice thin layer. See, this is why I hate, I mean, I like sharing products that I get, but I don't expect everybody to go like run out and buy them right away, especially if I haven't used them yet. Because I feel bad if somebody gets something and they don't like it, they've spent their money on it. Hopefully everybody will use their foil stuff that they got. I mean, I had never intended for people to run out and buy a laminator. But then again, if you do get one, you like the foil, you found something new you like, well, then that's good. I hate having people spend their money on something they don't like or that doesn't work. So, hey, Judy. Hi, Mary. How are you? This is just a little impromptu. We're playing with deco foil transfer gel and seeing how we can use it without having to buy a laminator if it's possible. And what we did find out is you can run it through your die cutting machine and it sticks really nice. Okay, let me get a different color so I don't use all that up. Nobody could triggerhead me yesterday. I was busy yesterday. I had a lot to do yesterday. All right. So I'm going to put this down. I'm going to put this down here. Smooth it out. I know, isn't this pretty? I know, I was watching some different streams, and oh, good, Sandra. Sandra said she's going to order some of the foil. I was watching some different streams last night. Lots of people use the foil without a laminator or using transfer gel and stuff. But I like the transfer gel. So I'm just lightly patting this down so I don't lose the outline of my stencil. And then now we have to let this dry. I wonder if I heat it. See, Shauna, how the foil is, it looks kind of watercolory. It has different colors in it. I think that's what they're talking about. Oh, you've had the foils, Janet, for a few months? I missed what you were talking about. All right, so what I did last night when I left this on top of the wet deco foil, when I came down in the morning, I pulled it off and it was stuck. So I don't know how long it's going to take for this to dry. Now, is there a difference in the foils? I mean, are the different foil makers, are they pretty much all the same? Yeah, let me get my heat gun. Yeah, that was another thing, too, I thought of is I wonder if you could, like if an iron would work. But I don't know if it's so much the heat, but the pressure. But if the die cut machine works, I don't have to, I'm not going to mess with an iron if I don't have to. Oh, wait, Janet would beg to differ. There is the foil wrapping paper. Hey, Janet, the foil that you got the first time, who makes the foil? Okay, so you can see it catching onto the paste. The key is to make sure it's dry. And of course, no, it's not drying. I'm just going to let this sit until it is dry and take it off later. Okay. So anybody have any more questions, or anybody else use the Decofoil transfer paste besides Eileen? Oh my God, you have a Gemini sitting in the box. Is that the electronic die cutter? Did Jack enjoy his snack? No, Jack did not enjoy his snack because it was just empty papers. There was no old food. But he did enjoy the snack this morning. He got some old bread out of the trash upstairs. Yeah, I did, Shauna. I did, because the heat kind of keeps it. I think the heat keeps it a little moist. It's gotta dry and cool, I think. Oh, okay. I am going to post on my blog today. And my blog is kberg art and stuff at blogspot.com. Let me double check that and make sure I can log on to that. And I do have my post all typed out, and then you guys can post your comments and pictures. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be out of town next week. So if anybody wants to stream on Tuesday morning, 10 o'clock Eastern time is open. What I'll do is we'll do a drawing from everybody who posts on my blog. I'm going to make another one of my, let me get it. I'm going to make one of my journals that I made in my class last weekend. I can't really show it to you because nothing's glued down yet. I'm going to make another journal and you do that as a giveaway. And then maybe I'll stick a couple napkins in there. Yeah, does somebody want to click on that link and make sure you can get to it? Let me know if you can't and I'll double check it. Oh, thanks, AJ. Yeah, I need to, I have to glue it down. I've got butterflies underneath. I think the butterflies I'm going to put down with pop dots so the wings kind of stay up. But I need to glue all this down. I kind of wanted to get an idea what I needed. So I guess I could do that now. Okay, thanks, Judy. All right, so go to my blog, follow it. I think I have like 10 followers. And then in 2 weeks when I stream, we'll do a giveaway. And I'll be giving away one of my journals, my vintage pressboard file folder journals that I learned how to make, and some napkins. So oh, thanks, Shauna. Thanks. I did, you know what? I did that. That was the watercolors were from the Wonderlust class, and I really liked that artist. Her name, well, that one was a different, but the watercolor month I really liked. And I did notice that Lolly Neal, I think is her name, she has some more abstract watercolor classes that she has a special on through tomorrow, an early bird special, and I haven't looked to see the price or anything, but I'm going to look into taking that because I do like those pages. I like her work too, Eileen. Okay. All right, let's get this mess cleaned up. And I'll work out. If you guys want to hang out for a while, I will. Oh, it's fall. See, that happened. That's the second time that's happened to me. I wasn't going to take any because I didn't think I'd be traveling, and now I won't be going to Baltimore. So after my trip to New Jersey, that'll be it. Hopefully that's it for a while. Oh, you're kidding. Yeah, her classes fill up fast. That was the abstract watercolor, the one that just went up this week. Oh, bye, Linda. Have fun. It's a gorgeous day out. Oh, okay. Oh, that's too bad. You know what? That's all right, because I have to catch up on my Wonderlust classes, and I want to get going on the blog and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so here's some rice paper I had cut out before. What I want to be able to do is like use this foil on the rice paper and then use it for collaging. I think that would make good collage art. Hey, Coloring with D. Bye, Devin. Thanks for stopping by. This was just a little impromptu stream to see what we could do with this deco foil stuff. Okay, here we go. All right, I've got some of the deco foil. Okay, so here I've got that sunflower again here. What should I use? Should I use Distress Oxide or just some regular Distress spray? Got all different kinds of sprays here. I've got Glimmer Mist. All right. Let's just do it by color. Sprays I haven't even opened yet. All right, here's the Distress Oxide. Let's do blue. Yep. Okay, this makes a really nice, what do you call it? And that's my, hey, how's my sound, you guys? Pretty good. Okay, so this is a really good, what do you call it? Not transfer. Okay, good. Okay, for the deco foil, this is worth getting the deco foil right here. Just to be able to do that. And then another technique I was looking at, was it Tanya McGuire? Somebody they put their stencil down, they inked the stencil, took it off, made sure it was dry, put the stencil back on, and then put the deco foil over it, and it looked like it was embossed. So if you look out on YouTube, there's lots of different things you can do with the deco foil and with the regular foil without having to use a laminator. Right, you can get the same result with gel medium too. Oh, you saw that? I know, it looked pretty. I know, and it's a thing, you know. I don't have clear gel medium. I think I just have matte gel medium. So, but it's just another way to use a deco foil if you have it. I wouldn't say run out and buy it if you have gel medium, but if you don't, it's an option. So, but at least I don't feel like I have to go buy a laminator to use it. Oh, and then I could add foil to the flower. So I could, cut out a piece of foil. Let me get a different color. I'm going to cut out a piece of foil in the middle. Okay, let me get a scissors. I'll cut a piece off of here. Okay, this is working. It's not all dry, but it is working. Okay. Okay, so I'll stick this in here. Oh, I so badly want to rip this off, but I know it's not all dry. It's not all dry. Just let me leave it. Okay, so cut down my All right, well, let's see if I can remember my sandwich. We had an A plate. An A plate. A B plate. This. 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 Let's see. It's sticking. Yep. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so you can use it as a resist, spray it, put foil over it, run it through your die cut machine, and you're all set. Okay, now I don't feel so bad. At least there's uses for it without having to go out and buy a laminator. So that'll make a nice, and I think I have a page to put this on. In the journal I was playing with yesterday. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, Kev, what are you doing today?
Not sure yet.
Okay, say hi to the ladies.
What?
Say hi, ladies. Kevin says hi. They all say hi back. He's embarrassed because I yelled at him while I was on stream. Okay, so if you want the DecoArt transfer gel, I recommend getting it. It does work with the foil. You don't have to have a laminator. There's different ways to use it. I mean, if you do have one, it's much easier and less time consuming. And again, I'm sorry. Next time I'll make sure I watch the whole video before I say anything, but I had no idea people were going to run out and get it that quickly. I hadn't even tried it yet. So yeah, so see, isn't it pretty? All right. And I think I have a page. So this is how most of my art journal pages start. This is just old paint from my brayer from a jelly plating session. And I was just playing around here yesterday with the foil and stuff, but there, I think those colors go good in here. Oh, thanks, Sandra. Well, I watched, and you know what? I was in a hurry. I watched the video. She did she put the deco foil through the stencil, put it aside to dry. Then she had another stencil and she showed how to use it as a resist. I'm like, oh, great. She's doing this all by hand. Like, I didn't get some of that. Never watched the rest of the video. And got it in the mail, showed you guys, oh, look what came, but really hadn't tried it. And I need to remember to try stuff first with this group of gals. And I've done it before too. I've just bought stuff and really should have looked at the product more before I bought it. So just a reminder for all of us. Okay, but I like how using it as a resist and then putting the foil over, running it through your die cutter. So, and like I said, you could burnish it too, but it's a pain. It's a pain. It takes more work and you get a more shabby chic effect. That's what I got That's what I got here. But that's not bad either. I'll use that for something. Yes, read the info on Amazon too. Well, that's where I found, because I did get the pens too. I did get the pens, and if you look at the information on Amazon, it says write on the paper, let it dry, and then run it through your laminator or die cutting machine. So yeah, so I'm glad, because I DM'd Eileen last night and I said, you know, it says it can go through the die cutting machine. So I'm glad she tried it last night or this morning or whenever. So it's fun, just another technique. So yeah, I think this will be a nice, this will make a nice art journal page. I got the pen. I'll use the pen. I'll use the pen for outlining. Yeah, Janet. Hey, I look at it. Everybody, I kept checking. When I would look at my phone and on Twitter, I kept having like 18 notifications. I'd check them. There was 10 more. I mean, it kept everybody busy yesterday. I'm just glad it works. That there's stuff you can use it, that you don't have to buy a laminator. Only thing. Can't tell if that wrote or not. Can you guys see that? I don't know if anything came out of there. I know, I do. I want to just rip it off, but I want to let it dry because I want to see. Because if it's not dry all the way, it's not sticking. So I want to make sure it's dry. Yeah, if it's dry, leave it be. I really like how this turned out. Oh, I know what I can show you guys. I got my Cheeto condoms. Hold on, I'll be right back. Keep this upside down. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so here they are. They're called chip fingers, but Janet named them Cheeto condoms. And so here's what they're made for. You get 3 in a set, and they go on your fingers here, here, and then one for your thumb. So you can eat your chips and you don't get Cheeto fingers. You don't get all that orange stuff. So I was just laughing about them. And then I thought, because we've been using the paste and it doesn't come off your fingers, I'm going to see if it works with the paste. But here they are. You use this to eat your Cheetos, and then you don't get orange fingers. So yeah, that's kind of funny. So don't run out and buy these. Okay, the adhesive medium I was using for the foil is it's Decofoil Transfer Gel. If you don't have a die cut and you don't have a laminator, you can use it, but you have to kind of burnish it. You have to let it dry overnight, put the foil. I burnished it with a bone folder and really press down, and it will come out like this. It's more of a shabby chic look. You don't get a clear thing over it. But it works really good with the die cutting machine. And then I'm using this. Yeah, I think so too, Janet. This I put a thin coat of the Decofoil over, and I'm going to let it dry. And I think it's going to work, but you have to let it dry. You have to let it dry before you pull it off. Yeah, no, let's let this dry. The Cheeto fingers, Judy. I know, they're kind of funny. Let's see if they work though. Seriously, let's see if they work with the paste. The only thing they're pretty smooth, so I don't know if it's gonna stick. Let me get some paste and I'll outline the edges of this page. And we'll see how it works. Okay, so here's the paste I have. Here, I only need one of these. All right, so it probably works as good as your finger. It doesn't really stick. Okay, thanks. Thanks for stopping by, Zandra. Happy 4th. Yeah, I'll DM you later today or tomorrow morning. But we come in Sunday night. Monday, there's no hockey. So I want to go sightseeing with my son. So maybe we can meet up with you then. And then Tuesday, the games start, but I have to see what team he's on before I know what his schedule is. So I'll let you know. Okay, so this actually works pretty good for rubbing it in. And you don't get I got a little bit down there, but if you're more careful. Okay, so if you don't like to get messy, these work pretty good. So yeah, so if anybody, so they do work. They do kind of move around. You could probably use those. Aren't there like those little rubber things you use for, I don't know, so your fingers are sticky. And most of the stuff, I bet these wipe off too. Let me get a baby wipe. Ooh. Oh, and you know what? These wipe right off with the baby wipe. Because I was worried that it would stick and you'd have to have a different finger for each color. This wipes right off. I have little fingers, so they are kind of a little bit big, but so that's my goofy thing for today. Let's see. I love this paste. It just glides on so nice. And you can really like rub in and use all the paste. Nothing's left. You can rub almost all of it off. Yeah, frisk it. Yeah, frisk it as a resist. Hey, CB. Okay, the only thing I don't like about these is they're too big for my fingers. So I don't know. Maybe one size fits all. You might want to suggest they make different sizes. But I have, let's see. This one was, let's see. All right, this is Firebird. The orangey one I put down was Firebird. This red one is Indian Pink. All right, let's put all these down. This one is Mint Sparkle. Okay. So yeah, I have to say, if you use something rubbery to put these waxes on, there's less waste because you use it on, it'll rub off onto your paper. It's not sinking into your finger, or like if you tried using a makeup sponge, half of it ends up on the makeup sponge. You can get all of it off this rubber stuff. So if you use anything to apply the wax, I'd say use something rubbery that doesn't soak in. And then you've got less waste. Okay. But yeah, see, it can get all that off. All right, so that's the mint. Here we go. I've got white gold. Where do you get those, Janet? The dark web? Okay. Huh. Oh, and another thing, using any type of rubbery thing, you're not getting germs into the waxes, and that's probably less mold. Okay, here's the white gold. Okay, so the white gold's a little dull. It's not shimmery or anything, but it's pretty. Finger cuts. They're finger cuts. Okay. All right, here's. Yeah, and you can use latex gloves. I don't like arting with gloves on. That's why I tried these. You could use silk pods. I wonder, I could use silk pods, but then the silk pods would absorb the wax. Oh, it does, Mary? Okay. Yeah, this one isn't. It has a little sparkle in it, but it's not a shiny gold. Okay, this one is Blue Lagoon. Got that. I don't know. Can you guys see that? So we got the Blue Lagoon. See, and again, the excess, it wipes off with a baby wipe. Yeah. All right, how about Peacock? Okay, so this does help it blend too. It blends easier. Because when I was using the daubers the other day with my with my wax, the dauber got all grungy. Okay, that's pretty. Hey, Jillian. Hey, Janice, I didn't see you come in. All right, what's this? Old denim. Let's do some old denim here. Let's try some old denim down the side. Ooh, that's dark. Pretty. Yeah, most of it comes off. Most of it comes off onto the page. It doesn't stick. Maybe. It depends on how much wax you put on. There is no medium on the page. There's just this is a cleanup page I used when I was doing a jelly plate session, and I just rolled acrylic paint. So there's no medium on the page. So it is going to soak in a little bit more. Let's see. Okay, here's another. You could also go on top of the deco foil too. It catches the deco foil. Yeah. Hey, who's used the wax? Who's used the waxes? Yeah, the denim, and it's smooth. Are the denim are the waxes? Do you find them hard to blend sometimes? I'm finding with if you use some type of rubber tip to blend it in, it blends easier than other stuff I used. Okay. And I'm just putting a little bit of wax on because I don't want to waste a whole lot of it too. It depends on how much wax you put on. All right, what do we got here? Mystic Turquoise. Ooh. That almost looks black on the top. Huh. I wonder. All right, here we go. Ooh. So I haven't used the waxes a whole lot, so this is kind of a testing out period for me. Okay, I think this is one that might be a little iridescent. Does anybody have the Mystic Turquoise? It's pretty, but it almost looks like it's a two-tone. It says turquoise, but it's going on brown. Huh, that's weird. Huh, I'll have to play around with that a little more. Oh, the Antique Brilliance wax. Now, is this different? This says Antique Brilliance wax. Okay, this might be something different. Now, is the Antique Brilliance different than the Waxier Sarah, than the other wax? Metallic wax? No, it says the same thing on here. Huh. let's clean that off. Okay, so I've got one more color. We've got Heather Hills. That's a pretty purple, light purple. Now, I think it depends, like some of the wax is softer, some's a little bit harder. That's pretty. I like that. Here. So yeah, you got to play around and get the feel of them and figure out the best way to use it. And that's it. Those are all my waxes. Oh, that's cool. I could use this for something. Huh. Can you heat then blend? Let me see, Mary. Which one seemed a little bit, the orange seemed a little hard to blend. No. Yeah, I don't know much about them either, Mary. What I do know is they smell really good. No, I don't think the heat doesn't do anything to them. I think it's just using them and getting used to it and seeing how they work and just finding an applicator that you like. Because let me show you what I was using yesterday. I was using these yesterday, and after a while, is that the one I used? Yeah, I think this is the one I was using. And after a while, it just got kind of rough and grungy. And see all the wax soaked into here? See, that works pretty good too. So just play around with stuff and see what works best for you. And then also the amount you put on the applicator makes a difference. Okay, so these, I have some Inca Golds, Mary. These are much creamier and go on much smoother than the Inca Golds. Yeah, and that I can attest to. I like them better than the Inca Golds. The Inca Gold is dry. And these don't get mold. We don't have to worry about mold with these. That's good. Let me see if I've got some Inca Golds right here. Yeah, I do. All right. We've got more stuff to try. All right. I have one Inca Gold. And it's silver. Let me clean this off. So far, mine haven't either, Shauna, and I know my fingers have been in there, so I've just been lucky. All right, let's see. Okay, so the Inca, see, they're hard. They're hard. See, I'm not getting much up. That's the thing, they get hard. Now, if I spray water in here, let's soften them. See, and what I do get up, it's not coming off. It's really hard. Okay, so that's the Inca Gold. Let's see. Here's some of the DecoArt Metallic Luster. And these look the same as the Inca Golds. Okay. Luckily, I did get these on sale, so. See? Same. It's hard to get anything up. And what I do get, it's not creamy, it's just hard. Yeah, I'm like really digging in here. Yours stayed creamy? Your DecoArt one stayed creamy? Oh, you can rehide, okay. You know what, I have, let me put a spray bottle. Oh, okay, so this is, all right, maybe we can find another use for them. Yes, that's what you get them in office supply stores to flip through papers. All right, so if you wet it, okay, it can come up if you wet it. So let's see, let's just use a brush. Yes, and in the banks to count money. Yeah, so the little rubber fingertippy things would probably work too. Okay, so if you wet this, it is pretty. I wouldn't use it as a rub, but I would use it as just to add some shimmer. So yeah, I mean, I won't throw them away. I've got a use for them, but not what I thought. Not as a rub. I don't think they're good as a rub. Really, Eileen? So what, know any good backstrokers then? Have you been to any recently? You don't need, no, but you could use them to rub the waxes on if you get the waxes, Mary. So I didn't know you like to play poker, Eileen. Only thing with the rubber fingers. Yeah, they could have texture you don't want, or if you want texture, it might be a good texture. Okay, so I'll have to remember. I mean, these are fine to, if you want to add something shiny, you can do that. Hey, Colleen, how's your internet? Oh, now this one's still creamy. And you know what? This one's still creamy. Okay, now the purple one is creamy. It's acting like the fin wax. So that one's not lost. And this one just seems a little moist in here. So I think the key must be, what is it? You're supposed to put a wet baby wipe in there to keep them moist. All right, let's see the copper. Okay, and that's what's in my spray bottle, distilled water. I try to keep distilled water down here. Okay, these are, okay, the copper's not too bad. I would say, though, for consistency, for quality, the fin wax is the best. The Deco Art's not too bad. I have one that dried up. But it's not too bad. And if you do have it and it dries up, just add some water to it and use it to paint with. So this is how a lot of my art journal pages start. They just start from leftover paint and stuff like that. I like them, Colleen, because you could use latex gloves or something, but I don't like arting with gloves. And here's the full set if you really wanted to use them for Cheetos. So that way you don't get Cheeto fingers. You just eat your Cheetos. I know, but actually they work. I like them with the waxes. You don't get a lot of waste, and the excess wax that's left does wipe right off. So, all right, I've got one more metallic luster. Let's see if that. Now, see, this one's really hard. This one is really, really hard. Well, they're on Amazon, Colleen. So you can, when it's wet, you can get a little bit off, but it doesn't work like it's supposed to. Let's see, now what I would do with this, I'd put some water in, put a bunch of water in. Let me get a paintbrush. Okay, they're called chip fingers. They're called chip fingers, and they're on Amazon. And it's one size fits all. So on me, they're a little loose, but they're usable. Let's see if I can get this softened. I don't mind playing with it because I'm not going to use it anyway. It's not working here. Yeah, so I would say any product you have. Oh, see, now that's kind of cool. That makes a nice, light, transparent shimmer over what's already down. I'd say any products, like if something dries up, play around with it. See if you can reactivate it. And see, that just kind of, I like how that looks. You know, before you throw something away, just mess around with it. I mean, if you ruin it, you're going to throw it away anyway. But now this, I kind of like. I kind of like that. Kind of blends. Makes a good blending thing. There. Hey, Debbie, how are you? Put water in it and wet baby wipe before you put it away this time. Yeah, I will, Dorothy. Thanks. I will do that. In fact, I'll do that with all of them. But see, I mean, even though I cannot use it, this is champagne ice, if anybody's wondering what color. Even though I'm not going to use it as a wax, I will keep it and I will use it. I like it. I just like how it softened up the page over here. If you want something to push back a bright page with a soft sheen to it, that would work. So here we go. We've got this. Let's get a little more. What did we have up here? Was that the light blue? Blue Lagoon. Okay. There. Also, too, who was it? Coloring with D. As these sit out, they're getting a little bit softer and they're blending better. Here's the peacock. Yeah, so this is, I do like this to blend the waxes with. It worked better than the little foam daubers because after a while the foam breaks up when you're using the daubers. Oh, they don't dry permanent? Oh, that's good to know, Debbie. That's good to know. If you're going to be layering stuff, the waxes don't dry permanent. I know, they work good. These are, I mean, this works good. And like I said, this one that I used yesterday soaked up a lot of the wax and it just got all rough and yucky. It didn't really blend it good. I would say anything rubber, even gloves. Like I said, though, I don't like wearing gloves when I art, but yeah. There we go. So there's an unexpected page. I'll do more on that. Thanks, Eileen. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll do some doodling, maybe some stamping. Pull my foil. Let's see if it's dry. Oh, excuse me. Okay, dokey. Let's see. Is it dry? Is it dry? Okay, so I think I'm going to burnish it with my finger. Ta-da! Here we go. All right. So it didn't pick up all the way, but that could be, I may not have gotten, I may have not have gotten the gel evenly on there. So yeah. So Debbie, since you're here, we did find out this was, I took a stencil. Where's my stencil? Took a stencil, put a thin coat of transfer gel. So the trick to this is getting the right amount of transfer gel. You don't want it too thick where when you put the foil down on it, you lose your outline, but you want enough on so the foil catches the whole image. So I did a layer of transfer gel. And then I took my foil. Let's see, where's some foil? Put it on top while it was wet, and then let it dry. How long did that take? This one, okay, I did one. This one I did overnight. No, that was a different one. Another one I did overnight. This was, I don't know, 45 minutes, and it probably could have dried longer. I've been anxious. So, but I'd say if you put it on, leave it at least an hour or so. Oh, and Debbie, you don't have, do you have a die cut machine? Okay, because see, this one, were you here earlier? This one I did, I put the gel through the stencil, let it sit for like 5 hours, put the foil on top and really burnished it. And I came out, it's more of a shabby chic look. So there are, I mean, you can use it without the laminator. No dies other than Cameo. Okay. Just try it. It was more of a, I mean, you can use it without the laminator and get this. With the laminator, it's going to look nice. I try it by hand with the, try it on the Yupo. Like I just did this. Put like a thin layer of gel down, not too much where when you put the foil on top, you're going to lose your outline, but enough so it catches all the foil. Put it down on the Yupo and then let it sit overnight and see what happens. Yeah, it was about an hour, Colleen. It turns clear when it's dry, but when the stuff's over, you can't see. Just keep lifting the edge and see when it sticks. That's what I did. And like I said here, I either didn't get I either didn't get gel evenly on the paper or it wasn't dry yet there. But yeah, just play around with it. Yeah, see what happens. And you know what, Debbie? I think I am going to pick up a laminator too, just because the laminator is easier. It's easier and quicker. But without the laminator, you get to, you know, there's a different, you get different effects. So yeah. All righty. Okay, so I will be, yeah, I thought about a craft iron too. Yeah, because I was thinking you want to do it on canvas. It also said when I was reading about it, you can use it on wood, canvas. Well, you can't stick that through a laminator. So you've got to be able to do it. And I don't know if it's so much the heat, but the pressure. I don't know what kind Debbie got. Yep, another use for your laminator. I think it's hot. I think it's hot, D, because when I watch Christine Urias scrap time video, she has a Gemini with the heat set to 5 or something, so hers had heat. It's a hot laminator. Oh my God, Josie, where are you? Are you in California or are you up in Oregon or Washington? Desert. Okay. Is there a lot of damage around you? Southern California. Well, I'm glad you're okay, Josie. How's your house? Do you see any damage to your house, or did furniture shake or bookshelves or anything? Oh, thanks, Debbie. So if anybody is going to get a laminator, make sure you check and see that you can use it with foil, that it gets hot enough. Okay. Yeah, but enough where it shook enough where you felt you had to go outside. Did this just happen now? Oh, good idea, Debbie. Debbie read the reviews to see if anybody talked about using foil with their laminator. About 20 to 30 minutes ago. No aftershocks yet, though? See, now this is the hard part. I want to keep lifting this up. But don't mess with it till it's dry, because then it won't work. Okay, the brand of the transfer gel is Decofoil Transfer Gel. It works the best if you have a laminator, but you can also use it with the die cut machine. You can use it as a resist. You can do this technique, but it does, I do want to say it does work. It works the quickest and easiest if you have a laminator. And this, I used it as a resist here. I did a resist, and then I did the foil on top, put it through my die cut machine. So this is a resist with distressed oxide sprays. What is that, Mary? What are you attempting to try? The deco foil stuff or the waxes? God, this smells so, the one thing about these waxes, they do smell good. Yeah, look at, before you do, I've kind of jumped into it, not really knowing what I'm doing. Watch some videos. And there's all different kinds of techniques out there where you don't have to have a laminator. There's different pens you can buy. You can use alcohol inks on Yupo and put foil over it. Sometimes that works. It's just trying different things out and see what works best for you. But just watch the videos. Get some ideas from the videos and then see what you want to try. Oh, Tuesday morning hand laminators. Yeah, Zig glue sticks work without heat. I know. I was wondering what you were saying. Machines are. I think, yeah, they may be around the Cricut machines. Just look for the deco foil. They had a display. My Joann's deco foil actually had a display. Yeah, there's the Heidi Swat laminators. Yeah, but when I went to my Joann's, they didn't have the gel, but they had the gel online. And Joann's did have a 40% off coupon. So not all the Joann's have the gel yet, but they do have the foils. Well, Josie, I'm glad you're okay. I'll be curious to see how bad an earthquake it was and how far people felt it. Yeah, before you buy anything, always check the videos, check the reviews. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna go. I think I'd like to experiment with the laminator. That would be fun. That's another good idea. I'm gonna write that down, Mary. A laminator might be good for a transparent journal, laminating on transparencies. Oh, Debbie, you have transparencies. You should, when you get your laminator, try it on the transparency and see how it works. Because I want to try it on the reason why I want to get the laminator is I want to do it on some like really thin opaque papers and use those for collaging. But it would be perfect for to if you can do it to laminate on the acetate. I'll have to. I did a transparent journal for my daughter when she was in college. She went to Hawaii, and I actually did an acrylic, a transparent journal for her. I don't have it; she has it, but I enjoyed doing it. I painted on it. I used stickers. It was fun. It was challenging, but it was fun. I'll have to look at your videos, Mary. Is that something? Are you working that on that now? Yeah, they were fun, Colleen. I enjoyed doing mine. Like I said, it was challenging, but it was fun. It might melt acetate, but using. Okay. Okay. You've used H2Os on acrylic. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, guys, Shauna's going to stream in a couple hours. You're welcome, Joan. Thanks for coming by. This was just a little impromptu stream. If you are interested in getting a laminator, check out on Amazon. They're pretty. You can get some. They're not as expensive as you might think, and there's some really expensive ones, but you don't need that for this. Okay, guys, have a happy 4th. And I'll see you I won't see you Tuesday. Remember, if anybody wants to stream next Tuesday morning, feel free. And then I'll be back a week from Tuesday. We'll do a drawing. I'll post on my blog this afternoon. Leave a comment and you'll qualify for the drawing. Okay, thanks, guys. Happy 4th. Bye.